Welcome to my review of the Dancing Wings DW Flying Wing 600. I bought this kit from Banggood. I paid $15.62 US and it arrived in 13 days. Not business days, 13 days, so I'm pretty happy right now. So the box has survived the transit from China, which is great. Inside we have our wings. We have what looks like a motor pod. We have some kind of instructions. We have some carbon fibre for the main spar. We also have some carbon fibre for making our control surfaces, and it looks like they've included it with a 5-inch propeller. Alright, let's open this up. So it's EPP, so it's nice and squishy. That's going to withstand quite a few bumps and scrapes. Looks like they've gone ahead and already put some carbon fibre in there for us, which is quite nice. And they've pre-cut a section here for the next carbon fibre spar. Here's our little end plates. So let's see how much the airframe is going to weigh. Airframe weight is going to be 39 grams minus the motor pod. So I might go ahead and build the motor pod now. I have gone ahead and built the motor pod. Very, very simple. It's as easy as popping the parts out, clicking it together. There was no sanding required. It just went together very well. First thing I've noticed is the motor mount on the back is designed for something with 120 degree spacing for your motors, which isn't going to work for me, so I might have to either re-drill some new holes or make up a new backplate. Let's see how much this motor pod weighs. Motor pod weighs 9 grams. Total airframe weight's coming in at 48 grams. Next we're going to have a look at the control surfaces. The control surfaces bend nice and freely, so hopefully it's not going to add too much stress to our little mini servos. It doesn't look like it's going to crack through here. It's a nice little join, that's good. We've got a little slot here for the end of our link. We have a slot already cut in the top for some servos. Let's see what servos fit in here. I have a 2.5 gram servo. Now the 2.5 gram servo is perfect for the depth, but probably just a little bit too small for the slots, just a little bit sloppy. They have included a pre-cut hole so you can drop your cables through. I have a 3.6 gram servo here, and that is perfect for the slot, but they haven't cut the slot quite deep enough, so depending which way you go, you might have to sort of glue that one in one position, or you might have to cut the back side of this out so it drops a little bit further through. So, but anyway, there you go, a couple of little servos in their place. One other thing I have noticed is because this is EPP, if you're pulling from where the linkage attached to, there is a chance that the control surface might deflect a little bit. So if once I've got it in the air it feels a little bit soggy, I might have to put a little piece of carbon across here to really stiffen that up, so it's actually giving me some good authority. So next we're going to do a dry assembly run. We just drop the carbon fibre into the slot, drops right in, and the surfaces butt up absolutely perfect. So the way they've cut this out, the quality of the foam, I'm really happy with that so far. While we've also got it together, this is the supplied propeller, so it is a 50-30. It looks like a GWS GemFam sort of knockoff. So your 5-inch prop's going to drop in there quite well. This is a GemFan 60-30. and the 60-30 isn't going to quite fit. So if you do want to go to a 6-inch prop for some reason, if you really want to push this thing hard, you might have to either chop the ends of your prop off or just nick a little bit out of your airframe. Another important thing I have noticed while working with the airframe and the motor pod is, as I mentioned before, the motor pod has a 3-screw arrangement, and if you're deciding to use like a multi-rotor motor, and this is a 1804 with a 16mm spacing, or this is for a super light setup a 1306 with a 12mm spacing, they're not going to line up. The other thing I have noticed is they have forgotten to pre-cut little holes to stick that into. So you're going to have to go back and try and align that yourself and try and drop that in. Instead, what I'm going to use is I've just quickly knocked up a new motor mount with the 3D printer. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put this on Thingiverse. Everyone else can print theirs out if they so desire. I've set it up so it has the option of 12mm holes and also 16mm holes. And let's check the weight difference. So the new mount is 3.5 grams. The old one was 8.8, so quite a bit of a weight saving there. So this is going to be very simple. It's just going to be a matter of putting a small slice in the back, mounting it from underneath, sliding it in, and then mounting your motor from on top. So I've done this in my wings in the past, and it works absolutely beautifully. So nice and easy. Get a little bit more airflow around the outside of the motor as well, a little bit less drag resistance. So if I've missed anything, please let me know. If you like the video, hang around because I will be doing a build series on this one as well. So thanks for watching. Ciao.